Hello and welcome back to another day on the Essex Allotment Farm. If you're new to the channel, my name's Alex. This is my commercial market garden. Said yesterday that we were going to plant out some Cavolo Nero today to replace the beds that we did yesterday. But like all best made plans, we've had to change, and today we're going to concentrate on harvesting for the veg boxes this week. I've also got some help. Mav, say hello.
Hello.
So yeah, let's get harvesting. Okay, so we're halfway down the bean bed. Most of these have been overwintered, so it's incredibly weedy. And as a timely manner, you can see some of the issues I'm having with my helper. He's pulled this bean out, plant out completely, so we'll harvest those off there. But it is a good opportunity to show you, because they've been in so long, because we've had such wet weather, they are starting to rot at the base of the stems. Which is causing them not to be as prolific as perhaps they have been in previous seasons. So that's something new that I've had to deal with this time, because I've never had that before. But we're still getting a really nice harvest, and we're not pulling many of the plants out. Right, take the beans off there then and put them in the tray.
That's the smallest one, leave that one on.
Well, there's no point in leaving those ones on, is there? Because you've pulled the plant out the ground. So just take them all off and put them in. We'll sort them out when we get home. Right, let me try and show you some of these plants where they're starting to rot at the bottom. You can see they're not looking particularly healthy. The beans are doing okay. It's a short pod variety. I'll get the name and put it up on the screen when I get a chance. But yeah, they're a short, fat pod variety like that. Why on earth I thought I could do this harvesting with my little boy here and the dog, I'll never know, but we'll get back to it. Anyway, broad beans are harvested. We've got the one full tray that we need. I've got another tray's worth at home that I harvested late yesterday afternoon. And that should do for the boxes this week. On those plants that are left, there's probably, looking at what's on there, if they all go to maturity, about 3 or 4 more crates worth of broad beans left on those plants. Like I said, they haven't been particularly great this season, but they taste super tasty. I'll chuck a picture up now of what I made with some yesterday to taste them, and yeah, I'm sure my customers are going to love them. Okay, so I've just picked half a bed of lettuce from behind. I've pretty much topped all of these ones now, because 1 or 2 of the lettuce heads had started to bolt, which means I've had 4 or 5, this will be the 5th week's worth of pickings on it. So after this week, this bed's pretty much going to be done, so we'll take it all out and we'll re-sow, or I've got, hundreds more lettuce plug plants ready to go in behind it back at the other side. So I've picked 2 totes worth of lettuce, which or 2 crates worth of lettuce, which will do me about 30 bags of my mixed lettuce, and that's taken up about half the bed. And you can see the top end's still quite luscious if I could point in the right direction. I'll pick that again on Thursday for my Thursday and Friday boxes, so that they're getting it super fresh. But in theory, I could do all of my lettuce for 1 week on one's picking out of one 15-metre bed, which is, depending on what week it is, between 50 and 60 boxes. Which is good going, which would mean, you know, a medium or a large bag of lettuce in each of those boxes, and I can do that from one bed. I try and have lettuce in the veg boxes every week, so obviously that bed is going to serve the rest of this week, but then I've got half beds dotted around everywhere, so you can see some at the end of the bed here, and there's 2 more interplanted at the far end of the farm, which I'll show you. The other thing that I am trying, which is direct sow, cut and come again lettuce, so I've got half a bed here. You can see it's all just starting to germinate. When it gets up to the wooden post where my little boy is down there picking peas and throwing the shells about, brilliant. So this is cut and come again, so this will burst into life in the next few weeks. I can cut and come again from this, pick over the next 2 weeks from the ad hoc beds that I've got elsewhere on the farm, and that will give a chance to the plug plants that are going in behind this bed to take, and yeah, that's how I'm keeping a succession of lettuce every single week. The final thing I'll say on the lettuce is that I usually harvest into water, but there's not a single bit of sun today. It's really mild. There's even a slight breeze, so I'm not too fussed about it today. And those 2 crates will be absolutely fine. Right, you've just seen me doing a pick-in of chard. I've only got 1 tray's worth so far. I've got 2 more beds of it up the far end of the farm. So I'll do that when I'm harvesting up the top end. But on the way over there, I'm gonna pick some spring onions. I've got a bed of spring onions that are interplanted with some purple sprouting broccoli, I believe. So I'm gonna grab them, see how they look. Yeah, a little tray of spring onions. Right, harvested spring onions. There must be hundreds in here. I don't know if you can see real. I've been summoned by the boy. We'll walk back down with these. I think it's break time for us. I don't know how much more of this harvest I'm going to be able to film with the amount of distraction, let's call it distraction, I've got here today. But I promised you a vlog, and I've tried to deliver.